Hi everyone, hope you're all well and having a good weekend. Back here in the UK, as you can probably see, and I can't get cold. I can't get warm for the life of me. Got a serious bout of chemtrail flu yesterday, so it's been a nice welcome home. But I want to talk to you all about the overlays and chakra work that I've been working on. And just really talk a little bit more depth about it, because it's not just the chakras. Just for those that haven't watched any of these videos, basically what I've been talking about is that the chakras are the biggest, and there's a lot of deception in the New Age movement, the pseudo spiritual movement, but the chakras are the biggest deception, because they're painted to be these beautiful rainbow colours, you know, the lotus flowers, and they couldn't be more evil. Basically, what's happening is entities operating just out of our visible sight in the fourth dimension, mainly reptilian draconians, are locking into us via the chakras, feeding off of our energy, keeping us in negative loops. So taking that negative energy, then feeding it back into us. So we're always running against a brick wall, and you know, a lot of people have got a lot of these entities that have been feeding for a while, draining us, and sometimes, you know, they're getting to us during the night as well. So we're waking up not feeling like we've rested properly. So that's been mainly what I've been talking about, but it goes much more deeper than just the chakras. We've been overlaid. I mean, just to summarise, what we're talking about here is we live in a matrix, like a computer game almost, and it's as above so below, where we can input certain viruses and programs on computers. They can also do the same, but they're doing it just outside of our visible sight. So yeah, there's other overlays. Particularly what I'm going to talk about is our DNA and how that's been overlaid. Basically, they've tampered with the structure with it. They've only basically given us 3 strands to work on. We're supposed to have 12 strands. When that's our full potential. So they've overlaid us to 3 strands. So we're basically running on empty. We're running just enough for them to feed on and being used as batteries, but nowhere near our full potential. As you know, if we had all 12 strands activated, you know, we're going to be a lot more in line with what we're supposed to be as human beings, or at least getting that way. So they've overlaid them, so we're running on 3 strands. They've overlaid the shape of the DNA as well. Sorry, just a fly landing in my eye there. They've overlaid the shape, so the three strands that we have got is not the right shape either. So they've given us basically scraps to work from, and then less than that. So clearly that's a big problem. The DNA affects our aging process. It affects our evolutionary path. So it's massively holding us back. Other things they've done, they've overlaid, they've implanted what we call holographic programs during our sleep patterns. Now, basically what these are is they're running certain themes during our sleep. Now, these themes are based on things like fear, scarcity, rape, war, all these lovely things. It's really quite sad just talking about this, because the manipulation is not just during the day, it's the night as well, and it's never ending, unfortunately. But you know, we have to face these things. Sorry, I'm getting freezing here. And yeah, so holographic themes during our sleep. So these are based on all these things like fear, war, scarcity, lack, not being good enough, So what happens when we're sleeping? We're operating from 90% subconscious mind. So these dreams are sinking into the subconscious. Now, the subconscious doesn't think. The conscious mind does the filtering, if you like. So these programs are entering our subconscious mind, and then we're waking up and they're playing out in our everyday life. They're sinking into our belief system. So all this unworthiness, this lack, this, you know, these emotions that we get stuck in are being forced upon us during sleep time. And then obviously the entities are feeding off them, looping them back round, and it's a never-ending cycle. Now, so for example, you know, a fear-based holographic program, we would have, say, 30 dreams of those a year. Lack, maybe 10. Scarcity, 30 dreams a year. We don't always remember them, but we're having them. And like I say, this is causing us huge problems when we're awake. So that's another part of the overlay. There is good news as well, though. It's not all bad. I mean, they have overlaid all our amazing capabilities that we have in terms of manifestation. So we're not manifesting as much as we can, because that's been overlaid. Sorry, this isn't the good part yet. Telepathy, teleportation, all these amazing things that human beings are capable of communicating, creating, have been overlaid. Now these can all be removed. That's the good point. They've overlaid our nutritional value intake 50%. So what we're eating, we're only getting 50% nutritional value. Now if you consider that the food is crap anyway, so we're realistically only getting 25% of that. We're basically completely nutrition deficient. So they've overlaid the nutrition. They've overlaid the universal life force energy that we receive, the life-giving force that runs through us, by 50%. So again, we're only getting half of what it should be. So they're literally just giving us enough to power the batteries, to operate here for others to survive. Now, this chakra work that I and a few others have been doing has been getting great feedback. I would encourage people to join the Chakra and Overlay Progress Removal Group on Facebook. So you can see it's not just me sitting here saying how great the results are. You can actually see and hear what other people are saying. And you know, what I've just talked about here is just a few other aspects of the whole thing. I really want to get the point across that this is just not just about the chakras. It's a tiny portion of how we're being manipulated. So the feedback's been great. People feeling more balanced, more in line, less stress, less worry. Personally, I wake up and feel very much in the present. I used to wake up, you know what it's like, thinking about the future, worrying about the past. Yeah, it's not like you don't get negative thoughts anymore. It's just they don't stay. They don't get looped around, which, again, another aspect to talk about there is our auric field. Our auric field is supposed to be in the body, and it's supposed to, the real role of the auric field is to filter our thoughts. And what happens is when we have a thought, it hits the auric field, and if that thought is out of alignment with source, then it will disperse it. So it stands to reason that people that are having this work done is that they're not feeling stuck in the negative cycles anymore. It's not to say that we don't have negative thoughts, because you do, but it's just they don't stay. I'm really shivering. I don't know if you can get that on this video. I'm nearly finished it now. But so yeah, just a lot more peace, calm, tranquility. Yeah, just being able to deal with life a lot better, feeling a lot more loving, and a lot more like I want to connect with people, which is quite strange for me. So yeah, it's very interesting, this work. I would encourage people, if they're interested, to contact me. I'll send you the whole information. This can be removed. It can all be, your DNA can all be restructured. It can be relayed, and we can get back to operating how we should be. So yeah, I can email the details if anyone's interested. I would encourage people, if you're interested, to contact me via my website, because the Facebook censorship, I'm getting told off every day for using Facebook for different things. It's Tony@transcendingtimes.org is the email, and I'll be doing more vlogs about this that you can check out on the website, which is www.transcendingtimes.org. And on my YouTube channel, I'll be uploading more about all this. So just search me on there, Tony Sayers, and subscribe. But there's a lot to it, and getting this removed works a lot. It doesn't solve all the problems. It doesn't make everything go away. You know, there's still, if you still have emotional or mental problems to deal with, they still need to be worked on. You still need to work on your inner child. It's not a quick fix, and I really want to get that point across as well. But it can be quite profound, and you know, I've experienced myself quite profound results from it, just how I go about my everyday life and deal with people. And yeah, it's just a quick snippet. I'll be talking more and more about this now I'm back. Got a chemtrail free day now. So anyway guys, I hope you have a great weekend, and I love you all. Keep doing a fantastic job spreading truth. We are getting there. We are being heavily manipulated, but there are ways that we can get around this. So yeah, I'll speak to you all soon. Take it easy.